Hello everybody, thank you for joining me in today's edition of the Daf Yomi. Today we're going to talk about Menachot Daf 91 Amud B. The main focus of our Daf today is a seemingly simple question, but one that's profound implications and requirements of libation, Nusachim, and meal offerings Menachot that accompany various animal sacrifices. We are presented with a brighter that poses a very specific question. From where do we know that a Nazarite's peace offering requires these accompanying offerings? We learned that the sin offering and a burnt offering do not. So why should the peace offering be different? The Gemara in this glorious fashion gives us a series of answers, each one a different approach to dissecting the verses. We'll see how the rabbis argue over the precise meaning of the words like the one and the sacrifice. There are distinctions between a peace offering of a Nazir and a regular peace offering, and even a peace offering that is part of an animal type. We also see how the Gemara brings in other types of offerings, such as a burnt offering of a woman who gave birth, to try and find a consistent rule. Just dive straight in. So we'll just go from the end of the last comment. The Gemara suggests, another time to divide both the sin offering and the guilt offering from the word sacrifice alone, without relating to the word or. This would be just as the Master said in the bride concerning a Nazarite. A Nazarite completes his term of Nazarite-ship, is required to shave his hair and bring various offerings. With regard to his shaved hair, the verse states, and he shall take the hair of his Nazarite head and put it on the fire, which is under the sacrifice of peace offerings. Numbers 6:18. The Brisa asks, from where is it derived that if instead of putting his hair on the fire under the peace offering, he puts it on the fire under his sin offering or under his guilt offering, he still fulfills his obligation? The verse states the sacrifice, which serves to include these two offerings. Evidently, the term sacrifice refers to both a sin offering and a guilt offering. Why does the Brisa concerning a leper derive a guilt offering only from the word or? The Gemara explains, this matter that both a sin offering and a guilt offering can be derived from the same term applies only where they are both brought together for the same purpose as the case of the Nazarite. Both offerings serve to render him fit. In the case of a pure Nazarite, to partake of wine and cut his hair, and in the case of an impure Nazarite, to begin counting the term of Nazarite-ship again. But in the case of a leper, where his guilt offering serves to render him fit to return to the camp, and the sin offering turns to atone for the sin that was the cause of his leprosy, since they come for two different purposes, we need two verses, sources, to teach about the two of them. The Gemara once again questions the derivation of the Brisa. The sacrifice, this is referring to a sin of a leper. The Gemara asks, and how does the Brisa know this? I could say that instead of this referring to the sin offering and guilt offering of a Nazarite.